I didn't know where it was. You know, obviously I knew it was in Canada, but I had no idea about where it was situated.
He got off the plane and he looked like an NBA player, not a hockey player.
He was a 19-year-old and he was big, and everybody just said, whoa, we got a big defenseman.
Zdeno Chara's coming to America moment started when he was drafted by the New York Islanders, but first took a quick right turn north to Prince George, BC.
I knew that it would take me a while to adjust to the culture and the language and all those kind of things.
At home in Slovakia, you learn, just basic English, and it's still a different story when you come here. I mean, everybody start talking to you full English and, fast English. He's like, what's going on over here, right?
A lot of time I misunderstood what I've been told or I was trying to say, so that was kind of a little frustrating.
I would ask him stuff like, do you like Jell-O? And he would say, well, what is Jell-O? And I said, well, it's a package. You mix it with hot water and it melts and then it sets like, and then I couldn't continue because it sets like Jell-O. Well, he didn't know what Jell-O was. So I said, don't worry about it. I'll make it for you and you can see what it is.
While Chara was adjusting to a new language and culture, those who welcomed him to Prince George had to make some adjustments of their own.
When we got there, we really didn't have a jersey that fit him. They had to cut old jerseys and put them on extensions on the back of his shirt and his sleeves just so they would fit him.
This is what somebody 5'9" looks like in something that's supposed to be for somebody 6'9".
You didn't have that many 6'9" guys walking around. I felt really welcome and everybody tried to help me out.
We had a bed for him. I says, are you sure this bed's big enough? We'll go buy a bed that's big. No, this one's fine. I'm fine with this one, he said. His feet used to hang over the end, and he didn't want us to buy him a big one. He was happy with that.
His size would also play a big factor on the ice, especially for other teams facing a defenseman whose nickname became Big Z.
I knew that the game was way more physical, like fighting was part of it. So I ended up having a few fights in a row, first few games.
I said, you've fought a lot before? And he goes, no, coach, it's my first fight.
The reputation got around the league, and it wasn't a good idea to fight Big Z.
But that tough guy reputation wasn't one that Chara held in the community, especially by those who saw him with a chamois and a bucket of soap.
I decided to stay in Prince George over the summer and get a few jobs, and one of them was washing cars.
Certainly it was quite a novelty. He'd put a car wash mitt on his hand and just reach over and do the roofs. It would be done in probably half the time. He was a hard worker.
He's so affable, so polite. The kids flocked to him. They loved being around the Slovakian giant.
Chara played with the Islanders and Senators before signing with the Bruins in 2006. He's been their captain ever since.
What a huge pirouette, and the big man scores! An incredible ball!
Big Z was the second Cougar ever to win the Stanley Cup. He put the Cougars on the map, and he continues to do so. People in Prince George, they have a soft spot in their heart for Zdeno.
I was able to take care of myself. I was able to make that transition and just be able to just live away from my family in a totally different country.
We still catch up on the old good stories, and he always asks, how's the life in Prince George? And I think it's got a soft spot for Prince George.
You create friendships for life, and that's something that you can only wish for.